as always, we've got a whole list of dumb questions that teams are asking. Do we want to call them dumb, or do we just want to call them like a very out there questions that teams are asking? Teams always ask.
Let's decide by the time we're done with the questions, and we'll decide if they're dumb or like maybe there's something to this.
Maybe that is how we frame the segment.
Dumb or half dumb.
Dumb or no? Dumb or nah? Okay.
We'll find out.
Okay. Cristian,
so you haven't heard any of these yet.
No. I've seen
more fun.
I think I've seen one. If it comes up, I will tell you if I've heard it, because I do have an opinion on this one.
Okay.
But Cristian has compiled the list for us.
3.
Still a list. We're good.
Just in case anyone wanted 30, I have 3.
You have 3. I mean, listen, I don't know if we're privy to all the questions that were asked.
No, yeah,
so.
It's not like I called up who's a scout on the Leafs. I don't even know, but yeah, these are literally just,
somebody
on social media. This is just what we came across. Yeah.
Okay, so so hit us with them. Let's.
This comes from Taylor Haas, who took to social media and introduced this to us. Montreal, as always, has the most unhinged questions this week. They're asking players if they were stranded in a desert with someone else and they only had a bottle of water and a baseball bat. And Dave, you can't share the bottle of water with the other person, but the other person takes the water first, okay? What do you do with the baseball bat? If you need any clarification, I will clarify, but desert, baseball bat, water bottle, other person takes water bottle.
Yeah, so that other person
What is
can't
your next
give you...
move?
So basically...
And you cannot share the water.
Basically,
under Montreal Canadiens rules here.
Yeah, so basically, what Ken Hughes
the most
and Co...
hypothetical.
Ken Hughes and Co are telling you, do you want a Lord of the Flies, your stranded partner? Will you be able to get what's done? I guess that's the best way to. I don't know. Are we breaking people's legs in the NHL now?
If there was an obvious answer, it wouldn't be a dumb question. The fact that we have to even figure out what the way that you're phrasing it, where it's like, what do you do here? We don't even know. What do the teams want us to answer with? We have no idea. No idea.
But Ken Hughes,
do you say
I'd
kill the guy, no questions asked?
I'm bashing his head in.
Let's go. He has the scout writes down killer instinct.
Killer instinct. Yeah.
Right. What? Or is he gonna say this guy's a criminal? What?
Send this guy to prison. Right? Yeah. 100. No, dude.
Alcatraz. Right, so I don't know. I have no idea. So do you want some answers? Because we got some player answers.
Oh, I would love to hear some player answers.
So we got one player answer.
That's fine. One is enough for me.
So this is from Caleb Desnoyers. He played with Moncton this year. Who were in the Memorial Cup. They won the Q.
Yeah,
he's really good. He's a draft eligible. Obviously, this is the Combine. He will probably go top 5, for sure top 10. So We're talking about a proper prospect here. Caleb Desnoyers' answer to the desert water bottle baseball dilemma. He said he would hit a home run.
Wow.
Look at this abstract answer from Caleb Desnoyers. I kind of love it.
Okay.
I kind of love it.
All right, well...
Once again, I don't know what to do with the question. I don't know what to do with the answer.
Listen, if the Habs ever needed a French Canadian prospect to come in and
next gen Justin Morneau,
yeah, take the mantle.
Yeah,
is Caleb Desnoyers the home run pick for the Habs? Who knows?
It makes for a great headline. I don't think Desnoyers will slip to them. Thank God, because that would really pissed me off.
I hope he doesn't.
Maybe they trade up, maybe not. Please no.
We'll see.
So that's question 1.
Okay.
And there actually is this one got past me. There was a secret 4th question here. So this is a good one. Apparently this is a usual question according to Taylor. From the Habs. What animal would the prospect be? What animal are you?
What animal am I, actually? That's a very good question. The first one that went to my head, and this is so cheesy, but I was like, I'm a lion.
Dog. Okay.
I'm a lion just because of, like, Leo is my last name. And, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm growing a bit of a mane around here, too, so...
That's a 10 out of 10 answer.
I just don't think I have, like, the roar, that tenacity, like, whatever the lion has, the lion's, like, courage. That's what they're thinking. I don't know if I have that, but I like to say I'd like to think of a lion.
You wouldn't tell them that you just present yourself as I'm the lion.
I am the lion. Yeah. If I was getting it drafted, okay.
10 out of 10 answer.
What about
if I'm the scout here? That's what I would say.
What about you? What are you picking?
You know what? I'll pick an animal that I literally found out about today. Okay, because I don't have an answer for this. Okay. I came across the craziest looking animal I've ever seen. It's called a blue dragon sea slug.
Is this in real life?
Up, Dave. This is real life, and this is the thing though. I want you to honestly look this up right now because it doesn't look like real life. Okay. Why am I that? It's blue. It looks really cool. It looks like it has a fun time in the ocean. That would be my answer.
What is this thing? Where did you find this?
I don't even remember. I saw it this morning before I went to work, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen."
Dude, this looks
so that's what I'm telling the scout. And honest, I hope the scout either like tell me off or be like, "It's pretty cool."
Wow, that's like out of the normal. Either that or they think, "Why did you pick
You made that up.
The most Pokemon looking animal in the world?"
Dude, if that was a Pokemon, that's my starter.
I'm evolving that thing. That's for sure. Till it becomes a blue dragon.
Maybe it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! What's the blue eyes?
Blue eyes
dragon. Maybe that's what this thing is, man. Maybe it's
three eyes, or is it 3 eyes white dragon?
No, I think it's blue eyes. I think it's blue eyes white dragon. Definitely played more Pokemon than Yu-Gi-Oh! So
yeah, 100%. I did too.
So there's my answer, Dave.
All right, dude, that's a crazy pull that you had.
Shout out to seeing that this morning. Now here's an answer from a prospect. From Jackson Smith. Jackson Smith is one of the top defensive prospects in the draft. He could sneak into the top 10. He could. So he said he'd be a mix of two animals.
Okay.
A mammoth.
Cop-o, but sure.
Cop-o, yeah. A mammoth and a goldfish.
Okay.
Maybe he's saying he's got like the memory of a goldfish. Like if he has a bad shift, like you flush
Let's
it
go
down
on.
the drain.
I feel like that is so overused that if you say that you're would be a goldfish... I would feel like if I'm scouting, I'm like, okay, marks off because that is, I feel like so unoriginal.
These old hockey dudes probably love that. Like they probably have they probably have a list like whoever this because I feel like it's always like an older scout who does these interviews, right? Okay, I mean this is just assumptions here. We're just talking here.
Listen, I wouldn't put it past them.
I'm imagining it's like a 65-year-old scout interviewing this guy for the Habs. He's interviewing Jackson Smith. Like he's got a list of all the answers he's gotten over the years, and he might have an answer for this question. It might have been like, I don't know, Vinny LeCavalier. Okay, and what if Vinny LeCavalier's answer was that he was a goldfish, and then this guy says it? You're like, yo.
Player
lock
comp.
him in.
There's the player comp.
That's what
player plays most like Vincent LeCavalier. Yeah. It's like, well, you know what? Actually, that's probably not an unfair assumption to make.
I'm only half kidding. Yeah, I'm only half kidding here.
I don't think that is an unfair assumption to make. I feel like you might be right. Some scouts probably are exactly like that.
Yeah. So thank you, Habs, for that content. We have some more. This is from Mark Shig, if I'm pronouncing that correct, on Twitter. Multiple prospects confirmed that they played a game during an interview. They were presented with a 10 by 10 board of numbers, randomly placed 1 to 100. Okay. They were asked to find 3 different numbers on that random board as quickly as possible. The team. Do you want to guess the team? Or did you see this one?
No, I haven't, but I'm a little like I'm just confused as to what the goal is for this. I just picked because
I'm imagining if there's random numbers on a 10 by 10 board, like that's pretty big.
Yeah, it was a 1 to 100.
I feel like the chances of you seeing 3 different numbers literally beside each other are really high. Like you could quick pick 3 numbers. This one, that one, this like. I must not be understanding how this.
But like, my immediate thing is like, are they picking like because I feel like your subconscious would automatically go to numbers that resonate the most with you. So maybe their thought is, you pick 3 numbers.
So it's less about like it's not like a speed test. It's like what numbers do you pick out test?
Yeah, like let's say I pick 34, right? The obvious like inference is
this guy
he knows his fuck. Yeah, that could definitely depend on what your thing is. I don't know why that's my immediate reaction to what the perceived outcome of this would be if it's not a speed test. Because I guess if it's like pick 3 numbers like quick, it's like okay 1, 2, 3, right? Like whatever. But yeah, I'm so beyond confused as to what the goal of this is. Is there an explanation?
I'm looking right now. Okay, someone says, this is a comment. This is a test of visual scanning speed. Arguably pretty important neuropsychological trait in a fast-paced sport. Also a hot topic in physiotherapy, occupational therapy. Okay, so we're obviously missing the boat here. It must be something that maybe there's a detail that this guy didn't explain that well, because I'm having a hard time visualizing it. So I don't have like any like results from players or anything like that, but yeah, if you want to take one guess at the team, what team strikes you as wanting to deploy this test?
One's gonna I do need at least a conference.
Okay, yeah. Eastern Conference, not the Habs. We already did Habs.
Okay, so it really doesn't help me out that much. I just wanted to at least have a closer shot at the dark here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really know if I don't. There's not like a true connection.
Is okay? I'm just gonna go. This is a bizarre pick, like a bizarre test. So I'm just gonna go with a bizarre team. Is it like the Buffalo Sabres?
No, that would be a good guess because you'd be like, "This is a total waste of time." No wonder that they suck at building.
You stink.
I'm following your logic, but no. Geographically, you are close.
Is it the Leafs?
No. I feel like we've never had a leaked Leafs.
I feel like we're like they're under locking.
There's probably some from like the Nonis and like Burke era, but
yeah. What type of monster truck would you be if you a monster truck?
Grave digger is the only answer. That's the only.
It's the only one I know.
Same.
Okay, so geographically, it's close to. So you're saying geographically, it's close to Buffalo.
We're gonna even do this. I'll just to speed this up and give you a 1 in 3 chance. Okay.
Is it New York?
New blank something. So you have
New
Jersey or New York. You can choose one of those 3.
I'm gonna pick the Isles for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it the Isles?
Incorrect, unfortunately. Incorrect. See, Lou, I don't think we'd find out any Lou questions.
Well, now he's gone.
He would swear them to secrecy.
Yeah.
Right? So
he would beat them into submission to not get an answer out of anybody.
So not the Isles. The answer is the Rangers. I don't really think there's anything to draw from this, but I mean, they didn't have a great season. Chris Drury doesn't. I don't love him. He hasn't really impressed me, but
yeah, it's a bit goofy. So now, are these directives coming also from their general
Probably not. It's probably more scout reliant. I think other teams probably defer in who does the interview.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if some of these teams outsource a psychologist or something. Like who even knows? Who knows? So,
in that case, Chris Drury most likely hired this perceived scout in there, so I mean, I guess
perceived. Word of the pod. Perceived.
Yeah. Weird. That is a very weird one, though.
We've got one more.
Okay.
This comes from Brooks Braden on Twitter. Prospect Keyshawn Aitchison. I believe this is another highly touted defense prospect. Keyshawn Aitchison on if he had any unique questions during the Combine. I had to try and balance golf balls on top of each other. Once again, you can guess the team here, and Aitchison tells us he was able to complete it. So he didn't know if he'd be able to do it.
Oh, okay.
And he was impressed with himself after he figured it out. So which team?
Would you get, like, whoever this is, it's like, do you use this as your definitely draft if he's available, like, because he completed? I wonder how many other people completed it if he was able to complete it. I've got so many questions, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
like I always think back to, like, remember when Sam Bennett couldn't do a pull-up?
A pull-up, yeah.
And I think that was because he was dealing with an injury, which, I mean, in that case, that, like, it should not matter at all. But
that is unfair, yeah. It's an unfair
right? It is
thing
unfair,
for him.
but, like, these things do not matter. Like, unless you absolutely bomb this interview, like, maybe you should Durr Sanders it. It probably isn't going to matter that much, do you think? I don't know.
I guess. I guess you're right. If they've done this much scouting, I think they know what type of character you already have.
Yeah. Unless you're giving the crazy answer. Like, there's probably a wide range of acceptable answers, I would say.
Fair.
Right?
That's fair.
And okay. This one's like a weird skill test. Like, this feels like hey, can you do a party trick for us?
So I'm gonna have to guess the team.
I will give you a hint here. This is gonna be a good hint. Golf balls. So these teams obviously did not make the playoffs. Why would they be screwing around with golf balls if they were a playoff team? Playoff teams don't have time for golf balls, Dave. So it's a non-playoff team this year.
Okay. Does this team play in a climate where you can golf?
Yeah, yes, 100%. Climate-wise, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Western Conference. Golfing is not, like, a staple of this place, though. They're more known for, like...
The scenery?
Not the scenery. There's a specific part of town.
Oh, is it Vegas?
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, no. I'm trying to... Because as soon as I say the type, like, what the entertainment is, you're going to be like, oh...
Is it Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Barry Trotz, he becomes a GM, and this is what he's got his prospects doing, or potential prospects.
Listen, I think he knows what he's doing, so I'm not... I don't think this one's, like... From what we've heard so far, I don't think this is, like, the most outlandish one. It is a bit weird, I'll give you that, but...
To me, the Habs ones are the bottom two. Like, those were dumb.
That's dumb. I'll be honest. I think the Rangers one I'm gonna put as my, because at the very least I can see a clear directive.
Yeah, even if we actually because I can't see it in my head, but I've seen enough about it, like what people are saying, that I'm missing the boat here. But there's something there.
Yeah. Okay. So I have one for you. If we're gonna. So
yeah.
I saw this.
Okay.
So this is from Mark Sheeg. Did we say him already?
We did use Mark Sheeg. We did, but he's got more. I must have missed it.
So I'll tell you the team. Ottawa asked some prospects to tell them a joke with no notice. Some were just not able to do it.
Like, what the hell? Is this like... So this is like... they always say, like, you might have, like, a great resume, but if you don't fit the work culture. You might not get the job. So I think that's what this is.
Yeah, 100%.
Like Ottawa's doing this, and it's like, hey guys, Brady told us to put this one on, and if you don't get it right, we're not allowed. We're not. You. Like,
we're not taking you.
So that's what this one strikes me as. Hey Dave, I've got a knock joke, but you have to start it.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Unsuspecting cow.
There's the joke, Dave. That was my terrible joke. Is that you had to tell me the joke?
You had to tell me the joke.
Honestly, that joke on like an NHL scout, I think would be great.
Like the jokeception.
Jokeception, exactly. That's funny. That is pretty funny.
It is pretty crazy because it's like I'm trying to think myself in these situations. Like if I were to be put on a spot, I would like to say I'm a humorous guy. I think you are as well.
Your humor is way more natural though, 100%. 100%.
Would I be able to just crack a joke with given no notice, like nothing? Like you give me no materials, could I cook up?
Yeah.
Just a joke. Doesn't even have to be diabolical, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. See, okay,
I don't know if I could.
What counts as a win for you? Is it like
a smirk?
Do you have to get a smirk?
Smirk's good enough.
I was gonna say like an audible exhale out of the nostrils.
Yeah. I guess the exhale might also come with a smirk unless they're like they got a stone cold.
That gets you bonus smirks. That one maybe takes you up the rankings, right?
With an exhale, it might. You get 2 for 1. Okay. Ooh, man, you're on your way there. You really are.
My God, so stupid. I love it.
Just bizarre.
This is way better than everyone loves to talk about. Like, let's go. It's best shape of his life season, right? Like when training camp starts, we always get this guy grew 2 inches magically, and he's 25 pounds. Heavier. The shape of his life, right? Like we have that talk, dude. Stupid draft combine questions talk way better.
Oh, so much better.
I love this time of year way more.
I despise training camp season because it's like these guys are coming in, 2 inches, 25, like you said, 25 pounds.
Tyler Bertuzzi grew 2 inches when he's played for the Leafs somehow. No, he didn't.
I don't believe you.
Someone was lying.
Yeah.
Either Detroit was lying, or Boston was lying, or the Leafs
are lying. Yeah.
Someone did not measure properly, or someone is lying. Like he did not grow 2 inches when he was 29 years old.
The fact that makes the rounds for genuinely a year because we're starved for a year.
The fact that I remember this.
Yeah.
Why do I remember this?
I hate it. I would much rather. Okay, I have one thought in my head. Okay, Okay, so we are not televising the NHL awards anymore. You know who televises the NFL draft? The draft combine. I already gave it away. It's the NFL. Why don't we televise the NHL draft combine?
You used to be able to tune into a stream at least. I used to, because listen, we're obviously hockey hardos if we're doing this podcast, and you're definitely a hockey hardo if you listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
So I remember it was probably the McDavid year that I was watching dudes do their VO2 max because I was just so locked in on I'm like, who are the Leafs gonna get? Because McDavid, and if it's not McDavid, who the hell?
Who's next?
I watch this, and I still remember this. You want to know who the star? Actually, sorry, this is 2016. So I was watching 2016 too. I've now told myself, yep. So the star of the draft combine in 2016 was potential Leaf at the trade deadline. Didn't end up being a Leaf, but Luke Kunin, or Kunin, however you say it, he owned the draft combine. That's all I remember. And I remember this because I watched. So, I mean, I would watch, Dave, to your point. I don't know how many other people would watch, but guess how you get them to watch? You don't televise the VO2 max or the pull-ups or the push-ups. You televise the interviews.
Well, that's the thing. Do it put them on a stage. I know. My goal, my dream is one day just get them on a stage and ask them these bizarre questions, kind of like a sideshow hour.
Maybe this is what they should do instead of the All-Star game for next year, because we're not going to have that.
Yeah.
We'll just, I don't know. We'll just
have the prospects come through and just let us see what you're about. Do you have any talents? Do you have any whatever?
I'm sure Gary Bettman and Bill Daly are loving this idea.
Well, Bill's already in our
comments.
comments.
So Gary, get in the comments. Let us know what you think of this one.